the pallet can be fall down and make an accident. So it is an unsafe act. This same picture we have seen during our 3M, where we have seen that it is a muri, that is overburden. Overburden means is carrying so much of weight. So it is also not acceptable. So we have to avoid such condition. We can see here 3 or 4 pictures here. One is with a lot of cables are there in the office, and you can see a lot of cables are there. It is an unsafe condition because one person can get fall down, or some accident may happen, or even some problem occurs in the electric point. It is very difficult for them to repair it, because there are so many wires are there. So it is very difficult to choose the right wire where the problem is there. So it is very difficult to find out the fault also. So that is why it is an unsafe condition. We can go and see next thing is the chair without a handle. So person can fall down with that. So it is very risky thing again. It is not very good thing. Then cupboard, that is ये जो खुला रखा हुआ है उसका दरवाजा, उसके वजह से आदमी जब उठेगा तो he can get his head injured. So it is again an unsafe condition. So these are the conditions where the things are not very good and not very safely attended. So person can get an accident here. So this is again we can say unsafe condition. Again unsafe condition where the drainage is open, so person can fall down into the drainage while walking if he doesn't have proper attention. You can see another picture, it has been properly closed down with a good garden kind of thing. So this can be done. This is another example of unsafe condition where the oil is down on the floor. Person can slip down and get fall down on the oil. So this is again an unsafe condition. We can see this is a fire extinguisher thing which is been used, and this kind of demo, this kind of mock drill has to be done in every company, so that anything happen, fire or something like that, the people will come up with their awareness. So to improve their awareness, it is very important that such kind of mock drills can be conducted regularly in the organization, and this will help them to make them aware about the situation, aware about the emergencies. You can see here the various protective equipments have been shown. First aid box is another very important thing, because if something small thing happen, then definitely a person can get used to this first aid box and get immediate action. So first aid box is very important. Number one is the place where you keep that first aid box has to be displayed well. Everybody should know where is the first aid box. One more important thing, that first aid box must contain all important medicines and everything, because it is important that when you got an injury, you can immediately get an attention because of first aid box. Electricity is very important. You have to wear proper shoes, hand gloves, so that any current or anything not got passed through your body. Especially while working on the furnaces, we have to be very careful. We have to wear hand gloves before we put charging or before we take slag. We have to wear the hand gloves so that whatever current is there, it will not pass through your body. So it is very important that working on a furnace, you must have a good shoes and hand gloves. You can see this left hand side picture where you can see the person is working on height, and he has wear the belt. That is very important. Very many times in our foundries also we see a maintenance person or anybody working on the overhead cranes or on the shop floor top. They if not wear the belt, there is a chances that he can fall down and got badly injured. So it is very important that whenever person go up on the crane or any heighted situation, he has to wear that belt Safety belt is very important. Safety belt will save your life, save yourself, so it is very important. The two safety rules I have, a safety rule has been displayed here. Be smart, be safe. So we have to be smart enough to remain safe. That is very important. What is the smartness? Smartness is understanding the importance of this personal protective equipments and wearing them as and when required. That is very important. Safety. You can see here pictures where the heavy material is there and it is loaded like anything, and when try to remove that material, person is getting fall, material is getting fall, and it may cause an accident. So it is very important that we avoid such conditions. A person walking under the moving material or crane or ladle, hanging ladle, anything which is heavy and which is on the height, it may cause an accident. So we have to be very careful. If anything is hanging there, we have to avoid walking under it. Very important. A person talking with an forklift, so his attention will be on phone call. His attention will be on talking with the person on the phone call. So he will not able to attend properly. You will not able to drive the forklift properly. It's the same thing which happened with us on the roads while we driving a bike or driving a car. We try to talk on the phone, and it diverts our attention. It may cause an accident. So it is very important that whenever we drive either car or bike or for this thing forklift, we have to avoid calling on the phone calls, so that our focus will be there on our driving and not on other things. Some slogans are there. One slogan is याद रखे एक भूल करे नुकसान छीने रोजी रोटी और मुस्कान. That is very important. One accident can take your whole life happiness, because if you get some major injury or your family member got some major injury, it will definitely hit you along. That is why we have to be very careful. Remember, safety is gainful, accident is painful. Safety is gainful, accident is painful. Whenever an accident happens, it is always a pain. Safety is in simple ABC. A for always, B for be, and C for careful. So always be careful is a rule of safety. Very, very, very important. Hand safety. We have, particularly in this situation where corona virus is there, we have to have our hand safety. We have to wash our hands, clean our hands regularly before we eat, before we touch food, or before we go home, or before we touch our body, before we touch our family member, loved ones. So it is very important to keep our hand dust free. It is also important to keep our hand safety from the moving equipments. This is very important. We'll see some slide for that again in coming slides. Some more slogans. One day, day shift or night shift, safety production in each shift. That's very important. It doesn't that happen that accident happen in day shift only. It may happen in the night shift. So whatever precautions are there, we have to take in all shifts. It is not to be taken only in day shift or general shift. Whatever is there, we have to implement in all the shifts. Shoes, first step next. पहले शूज पहनने के बाद ही हमें फाउंड्री के अंदर आना है, because shoes gives an confidence, shoes gives an assurance that our feet will not get any damage. It's very important. Accident result in loss of production. This is very important, because accident if happens, the person will go to leave, he will not be there for next 3-4 days, he will be absent, and because of the absenteeism we may fall a big problem, that is we will lose the production. So it is very important that accident results in loss of production. Safety pays in countless ways. We normally say that how will safety pay us back? We're making lot of money in getting the safety, because we are paying some money to get this protective equipments, but unfortunately what happened, it will not pay back us. This kind of thought process we have, but safety always pay, because any accident will cost a money, any accident cost will loss of production, any accident will cost a big thing than even production loss, because it is a very important that human life is more precious than anything else. So safety plays in countless ways. Accident being tears. When an accident happens, there will be always a fear, tears, the sadness, and safety brings cheer. So this is very important. So our goal will be, and it should be, zero accident. So we have to focus on zero accident. This is a very interesting slide. We always many times we do this kind of jugglery in our foundries, or in our home, or anywhere wherever we work, or wherever we try to do something like that. It will definitely hamper us, because if you see a small stool and then we have tried to make an arrangement to go up, we can say it's an jugglery kind of arrangement. So that jugglery always count on us. So काम चलाओ इंतजाम दुर्घटना को पैगाम. So कभी भी काम चलाओ इंतजाम मत कीजिए. We have to be very focused on accidents and safety. Work safely. You may not get a second chance. Very important. In our country we have a lot of belts are there, mixers are there, which are running parts. Molding machine is there. Then automatic lines are there. We have to be very careful in that, because if your hand goes inside the belt, or inside the mixer, or inside the molding machine which is running, it will cause a big damage to your hand. It will cause a very big injury to you. And remember, you will not get it. If you think that okay, after the accident, if you think that if I have not done that, मैंने ऐसा नहीं किया होता, but it will not. There is no rewind button in our life. That is very important. For accident, always remember there is no rewind button. So whatever act you are doing, you have to be ensure that the act must be safe. Act must be so that you will not found any injury or anything damage will happen. So you have to be very alert doing every act. So you may not get a second chance. आपको दूसरा मौका नहीं मिलेगा, because you can buy safety goggles, you can buy safety shoes, you can buy helmets, but your life is priceless. You cannot get hands in the market, you cannot get eyes in the market. There is no such shops are available where you can go and bring your hands and repair it, or bring your eyes and repair it. You cannot get it in the market. So you have to be very alert while working. You have to be very alert and safe in your working, so that you will save your life, because coming home to your family is priceless. Very important. Stop accidents before they stop you. This is very important. You have to stop accidents before accidents will stop you from going outside the home, because your feet is injured. Accident can stop you from watching because your eyes are injured. So very important that you have to stop accident, otherwise they will stop you. So it is very important. No safety, no pain. Sorry, no safety, no pain. आपको सेफ्टी नहीं करेंगे आप, तो you will find a pain. आपको दर्द का एहसास होगा, because you are not done the safety. So you will be injured, and as injury comes, you will understand the pain. What is the pain of injury? But no safety. मतलब आप अगर सेफ्टी को जानते हैं, सेफ्टी को अवेयर है, सेफ्टी पहचानते हैं, सेफ्टी मानते हैं और सेफ्टी करते हैं, देन देयर विल बी नो पेन, ओनली गेन. तो वहाँ पर आपको कोई दर्द का एहसास नहीं होगा, बल्कि खुशी ही मिलेगी. सेफ्टी प्रमोट्स क्वालिटी. This is also important. Like a production, it also ensures and promotes quality, because whenever you work safely, your confidence level goes, your efficiency increases, and you being the fearless, because you don't have a fear, you don't have a something in the mind that something will happen. If that is not there, you can work more confidently, more efficiently, and that will definitely promote your quality. So no pain, all gain in safety. Work safely. Your family is waiting for you at home. It's very important that your family is waiting at home. You have to work safely. When you go outside, your house in the morning, they are expecting you to come in the evening with the same kind of enthusiasm, same kind of what you say, the body language and happiness. उनको ये एहसास है कि आप बाहर जा रहे हैं तो आप उसी तरीके से अच्छी तरीके से वापस घर आएंगे. बट इफ यू गॉट सम एक्सीडेंट और समथिंग लाइक दैट, then they will have to suffer. So work safely, your family is waiting for you at your home. This is very important. Safety audits are very one of the area where you can understand these kind of things where the things are not correct, जहाँ पर कुछ loopholes है, जहाँ पर things सही नहीं है, so you can understand those and improve on that. So safety audits are important. Similarly, monthly accident data is also very important, because monthly accident data will give you an idea what kind of accidents happen, why it is happen, so actions on that. And near miss data is also very important, because it will help you to avoid future accidents. Material lying in the way to core shop. This is some examples I would just want to share with you, whether it is safe, unsafe condition or unsafe act. Material lying in the way of core shop. बीच में रास्ते में मटेरियल पड़ा हुआ है, इट इज़ एन अनसेफ कंडीशन. पर्सन रिमूविंग स्लैग विदाउट वेयरिंग हैंड ग्लोव्स. आदमी के हाथ में हैंड ग्लोव्स नहीं है, फिर भी वो फर्नेस के ऊपर काम कर रहा है, स्लैग निकाल रहा है. इट इज़ एन अनसेफ act because he is not wear those important thing, that is hand gloves. Earth antenna wire is dismantled from the furnace. Earth antenna का wire निकल चुका है, फिर भी furnace चालू है. It's an unsafe condition because it will not give an alarm or indication of something happening in the furnace. Oil spray in front of molding machine. Molding machine के सामने oil फैला हुआ है. It is an unsafe condition. Fettling person is grinding the casting without wearing goggle. गॉगल पहने बिना आदमी ग्राइंडिंग मशीन के ऊपर काम कर रहा है, ग्राइंडर के ऊपर काम कर रहा है. इट्स अनसेफ एक्ट बिकॉज ही इज नॉट वेयरिंग द गॉगल. स्लिपरी फ्लोर है वो स्लिपरी हुआ है, इसका मतलब आदमी गिर सकता है, दैट इज अनसेफ कंडीशन. टेबल ग्राइंडर्स आर नॉट हैविंग बेल गार्ड्स. बेल गार्ड नहीं है टेबल ग्राइंडर को, तो उससे क्या होगा, उससे होगा ये कि आपका सेफ्टी नहीं रहेगा. सो दैट इज अनसेफ कंडीशन. pouring without wearing goggle. pouring कर रहा है आदमी गॉगल पहने बिना, तो there is chances that metal should split up from the mold and it will go into his eyes. So it is an unsafe act. Collecting scrap without wearing hand gloves. hand gloves पहने बिना material scrap, MS scrap, he is trying to collect it. It is unsafe act because hand gloves are there but he is not wearing. That is unsafe act. Heap of core boxes nearing walking bay. Walking bay के ऊपर बहुत सारे core box पड़े हुए हैं. So we are not finding a way to go. We may fall down because of those core boxes. So it is unsafe condition. Empty ladle fall down due to cut off wire rope. Ladle गिर जाता है. Empty ladle गिर जाता है because of wire rope is cut down. What is it? It is a near miss because today the ladle is empty, but it may happen that during the pouring the wire rope cut down, and if that ladle with a metal fall down, what will happen? Person will get badly injured. He will get badly burned. He may lose his life as well. So it is a near miss. So we have to take an action that what is the condition was wire rope was there, how we can improve that. All these things we have to look after. Kaizen and suggestions. Kaizens and suggestions. So it's very important topic again. Kaizen is nothing but change for good. Kaizen is nothing but change for good. Kaizen are small improvements that leads to better productivity, quality and workspace improvement. Kaizen में ऐसा नहीं है कि बहुत बड़ी बड़ी improvements है, तो छोटी छोटी improvements है जो आपको ज़्यादा अच्छी productivity देते हैं, क्वालिटी इंप्रूव करते हैं और वर्क स्पेस भी इंप्रूव करवाते हैं. तो काइजन इज नथिंग बट अ कंटिन्यूस इंप्रूवमेंट. इट इज कंटिन्यूसली इंप्रूवमेंट है. ये आपको हमेशा कुछ ना कुछ नया करने की प्रेरणा देती है. इससे क्या होता है, यू कैन डू जॉब बेटर. आपका जॉब आप अच्छी तरह से कर सकते हो इन डिफरेंट स्टाइल, अलग तरीके से कर सकते हो. इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इन काइजन दैट यू हैव सम सॉर्ट ऑफ क्रिएटिविटी. सम सॉर्ट ऑफ क्रिएटिविटी इज इंपॉर्टेंट. आप कुछ अलग आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स जाके सोच सकते हो. इसी को काइजन कहते हैं. मेरी प्रोडक्टिविटी कम है, so I can bring a new machine and put up. That is not a kaizen. That is an expansion. That is the expansion plan. What is kaizen? I can do something so that whatever existing machine is there or existing line is there, I can able to get more production out of it. That is kaizen. So without investment, we can get more of the production is the kaizen. More production, productive way. Involve total employee. This is very important. We have seen this TEI, that is total employee involvement, in our 5S as well as 7S topic also. So it is very important that all the employees from our organization involved in this activity of doing kaizens. They will help you to make wonders if you really put a proper control on these activities, motivate them to do this. We are going to see some of the way how the kaizen can be done. Number one, kaizen के लिए क्या क्या करना चाहिए? Number one is परंपरागत विचारों को त्यागे. मतलब you have to think out of box. मैंने जैसे पहले बताया कि सब innovative thinking चाहिए. ऐसा ही होता है करके अगर हम चलते हैं तो it will not make you making kaizens. You have to think how it can be made different, how it can be made in otherwise, so that you can get more productivity, better quality, more safety. So you have to think otherwise, you have to think in a different manner. So that is very important for making any kaizen. Then think how to do, कैसे करना है, ये न कि ये क्यों नहीं किया जा सकता. How you can do it, ये सोचना बहुत important है. जैसे कि हम आज भी बात कर रहे हैं कि Zoom के लिए issues है, तो we have gone to some other platform. We have not stopped it. We have gone to some other platform because we want to continue it. So we have to think in a very positive manner also. बहाने मत बनाइए ताकि आपके मतलब you have to be very alert in making things, understanding the things, और उसको अलग तरीके से कैसे कर सकते हैं, कैसे उसको improve कर सकते हैं, इन सारी चीज़ों को आप देखना चाहिए. These are some of the examples of kaizen. Before kaizen, after kaizen. You can see here the first left hand side slide where you can see a motor is on the way. मोटर बीच में है और उसको क्या किया है, सिर्फ उसको उठा के ऊपर रखा हुआ है. What he has done, he has put that motor on the table so that the space got empty. तो एक जो अनसेफ कंडीशन बना हुआ था, वो अनसेफ कंडीशन अभी यहाँ पर नहीं हुआ है. अनसेफ कंडीशन हैज बीन रिमूव्ड और एलिमिनेटेड. ये दूसरा पिक्चर है जहाँ पर आप देख रहे हैं बीच में एक फैन है. सो इट इज अगेन अनसेफ कंडीशन कि आने जाने वाले आदमी को एब्स्ट्रैक्टिंग हो रहा था, बीच में आ रहा था, तो देयर इज चांसेस पर्सन कैन फॉल डाउन, गिर सकता है. सो व्हाट ही हैज डन, he has put it on the wall so that that space is empty. Now he can utilize that space, so it is a recovery of space as well. उससे क्या हो गया, रिकवरी ऑफ स्पेस भी हो गया, जो हमने 5S और 7S में देखा था. रिकवरी ऑफ स्पेस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो रिकवरी ऑफ स्पेस और ऑब्स्टेकल भी निकल गया, उससे अनसेफ कंडीशन भी आपका कम हो गया. पुश बटन के लिए आदमी यहाँ पर देख रहे हैं लेफ्ट में कि काफ़ी उसको अंतर जाना पड़ रहा है. सो इज मोशन इज देयर, उसका क्या हुआ है, मोशन भी हो रहा है. इट विल हैम्पर हिज प्रोडक्टिविटी. हमेशा वो जाके पुश बटन दबाएगा, फिर आप अपनी जगह पे जाके काम करेगा. सो दैट मोशन विल रिड्यूस हिज इफिशिएंसी एंड आल्सो इट विल रिड्यूस हिज प्रोडक्टिविटी. दूसरी जगह स्लाइड में हमने देख रहा है कि व्हाट ही हैज डन, ही हैज डन ओनली दैट पुश बटन इज कन्वर्ट इनटू पैडल. तो जगह पे खड़ा है, वो पैडल जब चाहिए पैडल दबा रहा है तब लाइन आगे जा रही है, जब नहीं चाहिए पैडल निकाल रहा है. तो हिज मोशन हैज बीन एलिमिनेटेड, हिज प्रोडक्टिविटी इंक्रीजेस, हिज फटीग गॉट लेस. सो डेफिनेटली he will be happy man. So this kind of small things you have to think when you are doing kaizen. Same thing we have already seen that bending the person, and now he is working on a table so that he can work properly. Next thing, there is a tube light on top of the roof and he is working on the table. There are two tube lights, but still it is dark. He is not able to see it properly because the tube lights are far away from the working place. Not what he has done, for on the table he put a small border, and on that one tube light is fitted. So tube light come nearer to the object and he can see better with just single tube light. So he save one tube light cost, that is power cost, and after that also he can able to see the object more better than earlier. So that is a small kaizen. So this kind of things we have to think and do. Next one is this moving thing. The small nuts are getting in the cap of that particular moving object. So what he has done, he has just put a small kind of jig there, so that whatever object is getting outside will be collected in the jig. So small things like this can be very important. Again, this is the object coming from the belt are getting mixed up. Two different belts are there and they are getting mixed up. What he's done is put a chute so that it will fall properly inside the trolley. Two belts are there, the joint of the belt, the dust is falling down. What you put a small dust collector in between two belts, so whatever dust is there, it will not fall down now, it will fall into that dust container, and whenever that dust container will be full, he will remove that. So this kind of small things are there. Here the person is searching for a material, it is not kept properly. Now it is kept properly. It is a 2 years. That is the systematic arrangement. We have seen it in 5 years also. The systematic arrangement is very important. It will reduce your search time. It will reduce your fatigue to search the material. It will improve your productivity because search time is less. These are few more kaizens. You can see a grinder. The grinding dust is falling down. Now what he has done now? He has just extended that chute so that whatever dust is there, it will collected inside the grinder bed, and afterwards he can able to pull it out. So it will save the dust is not getting wasted and the space also remain clean. Second, you can see how the material is pile up in the left slide. In the second slide, you can see he put it in a very proper way, that is A, B, C, D. He's done a systematic arrangement with proper identification. So 2S is been implemented there. You can see third slide on the left, he is just carrying that material on his shoulder. Material may be heavy, he will get injured his shoulder, his efficiency will be less, he will be having fatigue. Right hand picture, you can see he is taking that material very nicely, very smoothly on a trolley. Just implement a small trolley, his fatigue get lost, he can improve his efficiency, he can do more work on because of his fatigue is now less. So this kind of small thing we have to implement. The person bending and working on computer. In the second picture, you can see a person with a proper backhand seat, sitting on a same chair with a back sheet, working comfortably, so that he will not having a back pain and he can improve his efficiency of working as well. Not only efficiency, but he will also improve his quality, because whenever he will feeling that he is bending and is getting pain, his work ability and quality both will hamper. When he's fine, he is quite safe and quite relaxed, his efficiency will improve, his quality of work will also get improved. Next thing you can see, we have already seen this in our 5 years activity, that is the toolbox is full of material. In the left, in the right, you can see a properly placed material there, and this can be, we can do this kind of things very smartly in the kaizen and 5 years. So it's a mix up. Whenever you work on kaizen, you have to take help of 5 years, or wherever you are going for the 5 years, definitely you have to do some kaizens to implement the 5 years system as well. Next one is you can see that person is carrying the material from long and putting on the belt. Now what, in the second picture you can see that material is kept very near to the belt, just he's putting there from his hand, so whatever motion he was doing, that motion is totally eliminated. So he will improve his efficiency, he will improve his productivity. This is very important. Next one, water pipe. This is a live example which I have experienced in one of my foundries. earlier, lathe machine, and for the lathe machine better efficiency, coolant coolant idea has been made manually by an operator, and you can see that this kind of kaizen can help you a lot. So this is a very interesting kaizen. One more kaizen from our one of our foundry pictures. We can see when we are lifting the box from molding machine, the height of the feet of the molding machine are limited. So sometimes we have to lift it more. So you can put a small kind of cap on this feet so that you can increase the height whenever required. So this kind of kaizen can be done. Simple kaizen for a motor directions, in which direction it is moving, either right or left or down or upward, rear or front. You can put just marking on the panel so that person can understand which area or which towards which end he has to move that button. So this kind of small things can be done in kaizen. For that we are always been motivating the pupil, because motivation is very important in kaizen. Unless you doesn't motivate the pupil, they will not come up. So we are giving them best kaizen awards regularly. Every month we are giving that kind of award to the best kaizen, so that people get motivated and they are doing some new kaizens every month. So this is how the kaizen sheet is prepared. One of the kaizen sheet I have made. This is for water. Earlier water was just, they are taking the water from manually from the hand. So whenever they are just trying to take the water, whatever dust or dirty hands that got dipped into the water, so water got wasted or water got dirty. So we have bring a small bucket with a cork. So this kind of innovation or this kind of small kaizen, this kind of small arrangement can be done. And this, the way format, I'm just talking about the format. In this kind of format, you can present it to the management. So what type of kaizen is there? Whether the productivity increase or quality improves or safety or moral or cost is reduced or environmental thing is there or system is improved, search time is improved, or it is a 2 that is systematic arrangement is there. So before after pictures are there, type of kaizen is there, benefits are there, all these things are covered in this kaizen sheet. So this is one of the ideal kaizen sheet I'm sharing with you. This is another kaizen where the spectro sample, micro samples are put in the heap of the corner of the lab. We have make a small, nicely made cupboard for that in a rack. We make a rack, small rack for that, and we put it in the rack now with a monthly identification. So its searching time will be less and systematic arrangement is also there. We can see this air compressor pressure meter, pressure gauge. We have put a red line for the limit. If the pressure is below that, we have to stop molding. If pressure is above that, we can continue the molding. So this will give an idea to the operator and to the supervisor that the pressure is down drop than the required. So we will stop the molding. So it's some small kind of things we can do for improving our productivity and improving our quality as well. This is a safety thing. We can see a girder there where the trolley is moving, molding in the molding line. We make a small safety guard for not allowing person to go there because it is moving. There is unsafe condition is there, so that guard will not allow anybody to enter inside that unsafe condition. So these kind of small things we can do in our kaizen. So this is about the kaizen. Now we'll go to last point of today's presentation, that is DWM, that is daily works management. What is the daily works management and why it is required? The simple thing why daily works management is required, because we all seen 5 Ws, 7 Ws and this safety, and for this we need some attention to be given, some time to be spent on this kind of activities. And because we are busy in our regular life, regular routine, regular production, quality, dispatch, customer complaints, customer interaction, customer meetings, and all these things, we are not finding enough time to spend on these activities. But those activities like 5 Ws, kaizen, safety and 7 Ws are very important. We have to, if we do this, it will improve your culture, it will reduce your cost, improve your productivity, and definitely in turn it will improve your customer satisfaction, it will reduce the customer rejections, it will improve your cost optimization. So it's very important things to do, spend a time on these activities, but we are not getting this enough time to spend on that. So this daily works management will help you in making your time more effective. How? Daily work management, an important lean tool. It gives you learn to manage your work more efficiently. This is very important. How efficiently you can work is very important, and it will help you to manage your work more efficiently. It it helps the team to get time spare for lean management activities by proper planning of their workload and assigning the task to their subordinates. This is very important. In the morning, we have a sunrise meeting or DWM meeting, and in that meeting, you can discuss whatever problems you are faced yesterday, what is today's planning, what is expected problem today. You can just give a guideline to them how to tackle them. You can make a plan for today's dispatches, plan for today's production planning, plan for the various rejections or quality issues, and guide them to work ahead so that you can spend more time on these lean management activities like kaizen for your safety, 7 ways, and your subordinate can manage those all daily routine activities. They will get improved and you will spend your time more efficiently. This is the what DWM is looking for. Efficiency is doing things right. Efficiency is doing things right, but effectiveness is doing the right things. It's very important that we does the things right, but effectiveness is happen when we do right things. We have to understand which is the right things for you in day-to-day life or day-to-day basis. आज मुझे important चीज़ क्या है? Whether I have to focus on production, whether I have to focus on quality, whether I have to focus on these continuous improvement projects. If you have a good team, you have a good proper coordination with your colleagues and your teammates, they can see your production and quality activities, then you can able to focus on these continuous improvements. So this is very important. Successful managers have formed the habit of doing these things. Unsuccessful manager dislike doing and will not do. सक्सेसफुल मैनेजर की हैबिट क्या है कि उन्हें वो काम करना अच्छा लगता है जो अनसक्सेसफुल मैनेजर डिसलाइक, जो नाकाम हुए मैनेजर्स को करना अच्छा नहीं लगता. बहुत सारे लोग हैं जिन्हें 5 years करना, काइजन करना, सेफ्टी, इन चीज़ों में ज़्यादा रुचि नहीं होती बिकॉज दे आर not able to give their best in that. They are not able to find the you can say value addition in that, but there is a value addition in lean management. So you have to focus more on lean management by proper work management in a daily meeting in the morning. It is not enough to be easy. The question is, what are we busy about? सिर्फ बिजी रहना इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है, लेकिन ये इंपॉर्टेंट है कि बिजी हम किस चीज़ में हैं. वेदर वी आर बिजी इन डेली रूटीन वर्क और वी आर बिजी इन डूइंग कंटिन्यूस इंप्रूवमेंट, बिकॉज डेली रूटीन वर्क विल हैपन डेली. रोज का रोज प्रोडक्शन चलता ही रहेगा, रोज का क्वालिटी इशू रहेगा ही, रोज का मीटिंग तो रहेगा, रोज का कस्टमर आना जाना चालू रहेगा, रोज का कस्टमर का इंटरेक्शन चालू रहेगा. If you get yourself busy in those routine activity, you will not able to focus on continuous improvement. And if there is no continuous improvement happening in your organization, the company will not able to improve. So you have to come out of this daily routine work. You have to give these activities to somebody else, and you have to be busy in the activities of continuous improvement. That is very important. That it is not enough to be busy. The question is, what are we busy about? आप किस चीज़ में बिजी है, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. डेली प्रोडक्शन रूटीन में बिजी है या कंटिन्यूस इंप्रूवमेंट में बिजी है. दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. इट विल decide whether you are doing a value addition activity or non-value addition activity. If you are not going tomorrow in the office, the production will still running. If you are not going tomorrow in the office, the quality will still be there. The rejections will be eliminated, actions will be taken, all these things will happen, daily routine will continue, even if you not go in the office. That is very important. That is why daily routine is to be happen every day, but you are there not to work only for daily routines. You have to just guide them for doing it right, and you have to focus on continuous improvement, because you are a value added person. The company or the organization or the top management is looking for you as a value addition person. So you have to be important person to add the value. The benefits of these three, or we can say overall lean management, is to reduce accident, improving morale of the employees, increase confidence of the employees, and aesthetic look improvement. That is, the increase in confidence is very important. Total employee involvement is important. Improving morale of the employee is important. Reduction in accident is important, and more or less aesthetic look, which looks good. That is a systematic arrangement and shine, the standardization, and the sustenance. Everything is very important. And this is from my side. Thank you very much for joining today's meeting and the presentation. I hope you all will be staying at home with your family and fighting against coronavirus and supporting the government to come out of the situation. Thank you. Thank you very much.